My heart started racing the closer he got to me. He smiled, showing a row of perfectly straight and white teeth.
"How you doing, ma'am?"
He asked, as he sat my food down in front of me, with that same southern drawl as the woman. "I'm fine, thank you." It seemed that lately, any time I got nervous, I seemed to stutter and I hated it. I didn't want to look at this gorgeous man standing next to me.
"I'm Dane Black."
He stuck his hand out for me to shake. "I'm Holly," I told him, shaking his extended hand. The skin was rough, but his touch was gentle. His touch sent shocks up my arm and through my body. I pulled my hand back quickly, surprised at the feeling.
"Mind if I sit with you?"
He questioned. Yes, I minded, but I couldn't be rude and say that. Not if I was planning on staying in this town anyway.
"If you don't mind me asking, where you from?"
And the questioning started. I hadn't thought about this yet. I didn't know if I should lie or not. I looked at him as I shoved a French fry into my mouth. Our eyes locked, and I felt a calmness run through me. I wasn't nervous or scared anymore. "I'm from Missouri," I stated. His eyebrows raised.
"Oh yeah, what part?"
I hesitated. What if he knows people there?
"I'm just curious what pack you're running from."
His blue eyes flashed silver. My heart skipped a beat as panic coursed through me.
"It's okay. Let me reintroduce myself. I'm Alpha Dane Black."
I wasn't halfway done eating my food, but I suddenly felt sick. I'm not a werewolf," I whispered. We were the only ones in the diner, aside from the older woman and the cook who seemed to be getting ready to leave. But I didn't want to say it too loud. He looked confused.
"Why do you smell like one then?"
I followed him over to the trunk, and he opened the passenger side door for me. I looked at the truck, then back at him. How am I supposed to get in?" I asked him shyly. I'm on the short side, 5'3" to be exact, so I don't think I could even run and jump in this thing. He laughed, tossing my bag into the pickup and turning to me. Without warning, he grabbed me by my waist, hoisting me into the truck. It felt like shock waves blowing through my body when he touched me. I wasn't sure what was causing it, though. I really need some sleep, I thought to myself. I watched as he walked around the front and climbed in. Good grief. This man looked like a Greek god. The pickup started with a rumble.
"So, care to explain?"
He asked. I looked at him, still not sure I should answer.
"Let's start with why you're running."
He was being patient and kind with me, something I wasn't used to. "Well, it all kind of goes together. You swear it will stay between the two of us?" I needed to hear it one more time. He nodded in agreement. "Okay, so I'm human?" It sounded more like a question than a fact. Dane just smiled. "I'm human and I'm pregnant." There was no stopping now. I didn't give him a chance to say anything. I got pregnant by a werewolf and he doesn't want the baby and told me to get an abortion. He said, and I quote, "I don't want a half-breed." So I left. I don't know anything about werewolves, and honestly, I'm terrified of having this baby. But I was given up as a baby, and I won't do that to my kid. I didn't know what else to do. I'm scared of him, and that's why I don't want it getting out that I'm here. I looked at Dane, who was now squeezing the steering wheel so tight I thought it would break in half. He looked pissed. "I'm sorry. You can take me back to my car. I'll leave. I really don't want any problems." I turned to the window, trying to hide the tears streaming down my face. The pickup stopped in the middle of the road.
"Look at me,"
Dane commanded. I wiped my face before turning to face him.
"You are my mate. No one will hurt you. I swear on my life, please don't cry."
He swiped his thumb gently under my eyes, wiping more tears away. "I don't know what that means, and I don't need you to fight my battles. I'm more than capable." I don't know why I was suddenly angry, but I didn't want another werewolf to use me and throw me to the side as Cain did. I wouldn't let that happen. I slowly looked around in awe. It was beautiful. 2 large leather couches and a leather reclining chair sat in front of a fireplace. There was a solid wood coffee table placed in the middle of them with matching end tables between them all. A fluffy cream-coloured rug covered most of the hardwood floor. The walls were a cream colour, matching the rug. There wasn't very much hanging on the walls, a few decor items, but that was it. I felt so out of place already, and I hadn't even made it past the living room. I would never be able to afford to stay in a place even half as lovely as this house was.
"What do you think?"
Dane asked me, pulling me from my thoughts. It's absolutely stunning. I can't stay here, though." I looked down at the floor, feeling embarrassed. I couldn't stay here. There is no way I could afford to pay him for even one night.
Why not? Did I do something wrong?
He asked me. Was that pain I heard in his voice? Why would he give a crap about what I think or if he did something wrong? No, it's not that. You've been very nice to me. I can't afford to pay you to stay here. It's definitely out of my price range. As I tried to hide my embarrassment, I told him, I really do appreciate it though, but I'll go somewhere else if you can just take me back to my car. Sorry I've been an inconvenience and wasted your time, I quickly added. As I grabbed my bag, he had sat down on the couch. As I opened the front door to leave, Dane grabbed my arm gently.
Look, I don't know anything about your life or the people you grew up around, but we tend to do things a little differently around here. I offered you a place to stay. That means I don't expect any kind of payment.
His voice was so gentle when he spoke to me. I stood frozen in place. Why was he being so nice to me? No one did anything for free, not anymore. So what was he expecting from me? I tried to discreetly wipe away a few stray tears, to no avail. God, what was with me? I swear I've been on the verge of crying ever since I met this man. I'm not one to cry in front of people, especially men. Dane slowly turned me around to face him. Talk to me, please, he asked quietly as he, once again, wiped my tears away. I shook my head. Why in the hell are you being so nice to me? You don't even know me. He smiled.
I like to think I'm a nice person, and as I told you earlier, you are my mate, so there's absolutely nothing I wouldn't do for you.
I groaned internally as his fingers left a trail of sparks across my face. His smile was so mesmerizing. Then I snapped back to reality. Mate, that damn word again. Okay, look, I need to know what that means. I looked at him, trying to focus on anything except his scent that seemed to swirl around me. He sighed.
Okay, how about this? You stay the night here, and in the morning, me and Mama will come and talk to you over breakfast. If you decide to leave, I will take you to your car, though I hope you will decide to stay.
I nodded in agreement as I walked back over to the couch and plopped down, letting my bag fall onto the floor beside my feet.
Make yourself at home. The kitchen is stocked, and you help yourself to anything you find here. If there's anything you need, just flush the porch light and I'll be right over, okay? He stared at me, well, more like stared into my soul and beyond. I could get lost in his eyes. I smiled, thanking him as he walked out and shut the front door.